All right, I'm going to show you how to wash a human hair wig using these products that I sell in my studio at Confidence Beyond Hair Loss. Using these 4 products, I'm going to start by detangling with a wet dry brush, just to remove any tangles so that it can be cleaned easily. Next, I'm going to start the water. I'm going to do cool, lukewarm water running throughout. We're going to soak the wig, the cap, the hair, everything. Next, I'm going to take the hydrating shampoo. I like a $1 to $1/2 size amount of shampoo. Lather it up in your hands first. And using your hand as a stand, you're going to place the lace front, if there is one, in the palm of your hand and just start running the shampoo throughout. There's no scrubbing involved, just working the shampoo from the cap to the ends. You're going to do this for 2 minutes. If you have a longer wig and this just isn't enough shampoo, you start by adding a little bit more water to help distribute the product, and then you can always add more shampoo if needed. I really don't do anything to the inside because I don't want to create inversion of the knots, which is where it starts to come through the cap. The only thing I really will do is if there is a lot of makeup buildup on the lace front, I may just use my thumb and pointer finger to gently take a little bit of that off to cleanse that, because you do not want to leave oils or makeup residue in your wig because that can break down the knots and the hand-tied portions, and it can start shedding. Next, we're going to rinse extremely well, again with cool lukewarm water. You never want to do hot water because it just isn't necessary. These products were developed to be used with cool, lukewarm water. If you are rinsing the product out and you see a lot of color, residue, or dirt, or makeup coming out of the wig, then you'd want to wash it twice. Repeat the steps that I just did. And because we didn't scrub the top, the part really does not get messed up. So you're not going to have to worry too much about trying to find your part again. People always ask me about that. How do I find my part? Well, it really shouldn't get too messed up, and if it does, I'll show you how to do that on a canvas blockhead after it's air dried. Now that's rinsed really well, I'm going to take go below the lace front or the hand-tied portion, grab it, and squeeze out the excess water. And then you can feel and see, is it still sudsy a little bit? So that means you need to rinse it some more. You don't want to leave product in your wig. Always being aware of how my lace front is laying so that I'm not tangling that or curling that. Next, I'm going to go in with the Intense Recovery Conditioner, and you need far less. About this much is plenty. If you have a shorter human hair wig or topper, you will use less product. So I go in, I start at the ends and just start kind of scrunching it in, and then work it through. In the instructions that you get with your purchase, it says avoid the cap. And what that means is you never want to slather the conditioner on the cap of the wig or where it's hand tied or sewn, because that can loosen the hair. So what you do is you start at the ends and then work your way up. And I do have just maybe barely some residue on my hands, so I will just gently work that throughout, getting close to the cap, but never slathering on the cap. The other thing you can do is take a wide tooth comb and very gently, you do not want to pull because the hair is more fragile when wet. You very gently can distribute the product that way as well. Just be very careful not to tug on the hair. Now I'm going to let this sit in the sink for 5 to 10 minutes and let it condition, and then we'll come back to it. Now I'm going to rinse that product out again with cool lukewarm water, and always keeping in mind that you may have to adjust the water a little bit. Still using your hand as the stand. I also do like to go in and hold it by the ear tabs and rinse as well to just make sure that there's no product left in the inside of the cap. I'm going to flip it back right side up. Turn the water off. Going in below that lace front. Squeezing out that excess water. Next, I'm going to grab a towel to towel dry, and then we'll go in with the 3-in-1 Miracle Protect. Now I'm going to take the wig and grab a towel and squeeze at the bottom of the wig. And I'm still avoiding that lace. I'm just gently running it over the lace. And then you can also even wrap it in the towel and just kind of pat it. Next, you're going to take the 3-in-1 Miracle Protect, give it a little shake, and go in with about 10 sprays. So liberally spray the wig. I'm focusing about 1 to 2 inches down from the top, starting at the ends. Now you'll just give a gentle mist, like 1 over the top of it. And then I'm just gonna work it through with my hands, wide tooth comb or wet dry brush, but there shouldn't be any tangles in it, so it should just flow easily. And then I'm gonna go in with a very pea-sized amount of this luster serum. And if you can see that, that's plenty for this length of wig, but you can always add more if it's longer or if it's really dry. This is a great product and product line. I absolutely love it. Now it's ready to be put on the drying stand. So you're gonna grab a plastic drying stand like this and your wig, and you're going to place this in a nice safe area for it to dry. And you'll let it dry. There's a couple ways to dry it before you style it. So you can let it dry 100%, and then you can place it on the canvas blockhead to style, to really just kind of fluff up the part and blow dry it off your face is what I suggest to my guests. You could also let it air dry to about 80% and then put it on the canvas blockhead to style. And I will show you both ways in the next video.